I'd like to call this meeting of the Knox County Ethics Committee to order. Madam Clerk, would you read the roll?
Virginia Anagnost.
Here.
Perry Bill. Michael Covington.
Here.
Rusty Goddard. Stephen Goodpaster.
Here.
Catherine Ogrode.
Here.
Carletta Randall Smelser.
Here.
Debbie Stafford.
Here.
Byron Wood. Here. Courtney Durrett. Here. Marcus Kennedy. Greg Stennett. 8 members present.
All right. Our next item on the agenda is devotional. And I'd like to share these words with you. In my years of service on this committee, I've been called on to deliver a devotional so many times that I wasn't sure my well of devotional topics hadn't been exhausted. I think I may have suggested to Rhonda that this was a problem for me because I just didn't know if I knew anything else to share. But by the next morning, I thought it would be appropriate to speak on the importance of the Pledge of Allegiance and our devotional as pillars of the cause that brings us together as a quasi-judicial body, tasked with hearing complaints lodged with the Knox County Law Director's Office, whether we have complaints or not. Under God's watchful eye, we conduct a moral and spiritual oversight of ethical adherence to the rules that govern Knox County's elected officials and county staff in accordance with the rules that govern this committee's existence. You and each of you facilitate a blessing by serving on this committee that effectively deters unethical behavior. On behalf of the citizens of Knox County, I thank you for your devotion and your service. It is important for us to understand and appreciate the role of the Ethics Committee and the job it plays in the effective and honest governance of Knox County. Our guidelines are noted in such a way that it gives us a clear and concise roadmap that enables us to adjudicate complaints that come before us in a fair and equitable manner. We meet quarterly, we're guided by our Law Director's Office, and within the context of our meetings requirements, a committee member delivers a devotional message that serves as an inspiration for the work on our agenda, followed by our standing and pledging allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, while affirming that we're one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. When you get right down to it, we're unique from other government boards and committees in more ways than one. The inclusion of a devotional prior to the pledge is a spiritual practice that transcends any particular religion or belief system. It does not necessarily depend on any particular religion for its foundation, with the most universal ethical guideline being the golden rule of doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, and a secondary universal ethical mandate being do no harm. Being guided by the spiritual consideration of our meeting devotional is an extremely important part of who we are and the responsibility that we are blessed to have. Thank you again for your devotion and commitment to this committee and what it stands for. Next, we'll have our Pledge of Allegiance, led by Courtney Durrett.
You would please stand, face our nation's flag, and render a proper salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You have before you our agenda, and if you would take just a few moments to review that and see if it is accurate to the best of your knowledge, and that no additions or corrections are needed. Okay. All right. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda and accept the minutes as presented?
So moved.
Well, we have a motion to accept the agenda, to adopt it, and to approve the minutes from our previous meeting. Are there any questions or concerns? If not, all in favor, say aye. All opposed? Okay. Old business, we don't really have any of. New business, two things that I'd like to mention. And one of those is that Virginia Anagnos, Perry Beal, and Rusty Goddard are cycling off of the committee at this meeting, and sometime probably between now and the time we meet again, we'll get 3 new members. So we'd like to take a moment to just thank Virginia and thank Perry and Rusty in absentia for your service on the committee. Virginia, you've been a joy, and I really appreciate you and your counsel during the period of time that you've been on the board. Thanks so much.
It's been a privilege for me serving you all, and I've appreciated your leadership.
Well, thank you so much. With that piece of business before us, I'd also like to remind the committee that we will reorganize in November at our November 8th meeting, which will be held here in the main assembly room at 8:30. Are there any other issues to be brought before the committee before we adjourn? No? All right, with that, we'll see you on November 8th in this assembly room at 8:30. Thanks so much.